guys, so this is Lilacspectrum, and I've never really tried to do many videos on here. I did some Sims videos for the longest time, for like months, and then that just kind of fell through because I have a few people who just won't get me their scripts and their lines, so I don't know if Sims will continue. So if you're watching this and you like the Sims series and maybe you want to be in it, I may be looking for 2 new parts if I'm going to keep it going. I don't know though, because I haven't really had many viewers of it, so I haven't really decided yet on it. So just, I guess tell me what you want me to do with that. I would like to continue the Sims series because I really did have a great time making it, and I loved it. I had so much fun. The only thing I would have to say was now my schedule is kind of busy and I don't really have as much time to do it anymore. So, yeah, it's just whatever you guys want to do. But I've been looking into it, and I've looked at it for a long time, for the longest time, starting a book vlog channel because I like to talk and I like to read, and so I figured maybe I could do something like that and kind of give you guys some tips and tricks to reading and loving reading. Maybe not so much tips and tricks, but just giving you reviews on stuff I like and don't like. And right now it's going to be books only, but I've kind of wrote a review on Tumblr for the Fuller House series because, you know, I loved Full House, and so I ended up watching Fuller House and found out some things I liked about it and some things I didn't like about it, and I wrote a long blog about it, and so I may end up just like kind of reading it out to you guys. So if you would like to see maybe some shows on Netflix or shows on TV, just request them because I like watching just about anything, like reality kind of stuff. And I mean, I know that's probably kind of shallow for somebody to say, oh, I love reality TV shows, but yeah, so maybe if it gets anywhere, maybe I can do some reality TV shows and give you my examples on them and if I like them. So we'll just get on with it. Sorry for my appearance. I'm actually in a loose top that is my mom's, one of my mom's old scrub tops, and it's what I usually wear as pajamas. So yes, I am in my pajamas doing this. Yes, it is almost 4 o'clock and I am in my pajamas. Today's been kind of a relaxed day because it's Saturday, so that's just how my Saturdays usually go. I kind of relax around the house. I mean, I do work and chores and stuff like that, but I usually don't get dressed and go anywhere unless I absolutely just have to. But so yeah. So today I'm gonna read or comment on a series I've been following for the past month or 2, maybe 3 months, and it's called The Covenant by Beverly Lewis. So I don't have the book as a physical copy. I have like a few of the like 4th and 5th copies. Let me go. I have a few of the books here that are like the 4th and the 5th ones. This is the 4th, this is the 5th, and there are these Amish books. Let me turn it the other way. There are these like Amish books. These are actually my mom's copies of them. Ooh, this one's cleansing. Yeah, there are these Amish books, and these are not the only books I'm gonna like look into reviewing. One of these series that I've just really gotten into the past month or 2, maybe 3 months, and I know there's not many, or I mean, I know there are people out there that do book vlogs, and I just kind of wanted to start something I'm really interested in, which is books. And so The Covenant is the first book in the series. It's called Abram's Daughters, and it's about an Amish family. And like I said, these aren't the only kind of books I read. I read scary novels. I read thrillers, which are your scary novels. I read YA, which is young adult, because I'm still kind of like a young adult, almost an adult now because I'm 20, but I still read YA because there are a lot of good books out there that are still getting made, so there's no shame in this game that I'm gonna read a young adult novel. And yes, you can find me at the local library still going into the children's books, because if you know where I live, which you probably don't, but if you know anything about where I live I live in the South, and Harry Potter is literally, no joke, in the kids section. It's not like in the teen section, even though they curse towards the last 3 or 4 books, they like curse. And no, it's still in the kids section for little kitty coos to read and stuff. So I didn't start reading the Harry Potter novels until like a few years back. Don't get mad at me, it's just part of how I grew up. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, so you'll find me in the kids novels sometimes looking for like the Harry Potters. For like 2 years straight I looked in the Harry Potters, and people were looking at me like, why is she in the kids section? I do go in the kids novels. I mean, I'm not going to read anything that says like, the cow goes moo. What does the pig say? You know, something like that. But like something like Harry Potter, of course, I'm going to read those kind of novels. And I just recently, actually, no joke, got my dad into the Magic Treehouse. I know some of you, if you're like the 90s kids, you kind of remember that series where they go in their treehouse and they go on crazy adventures and stuff like that. And so I kind of got him into it, because I mean, there are some historical aspects in those books, and he really likes history. I don't personally like history all that much, so I don't really like history so much. And so I mean, I did read those those were the first few books I got into, like, that were actually like little novellas or whatever you want to call them. And even though they're only like that thick, they literally were the first few books I started reading. And so I got my dad into them, and I might actually start rereading them just to see what I read when I was a kid. Because have you ever like looked just to see what I liked to read as a kid? Because I mean, there are still books out there that I don't remember reading, but I know I read them. Like, have you ever picked up a book and was like, I know this plot from somewhere, and then you realize I read it when I was like 10 or whatever. I'm 20, so that's 10 years ago, and it feels like forever. So yeah, I mean, I may start reading some more of my childhood books, but I mean, not necessarily gonna say I'm gonna do a review on them. But anyway, The Covenant is by Beverly Lewis, and like I said, my mom had she has all the copies, I think, but I couldn't find like the first 3, so I've had to check them out from the library. And I have these, so these won't have to be checked out from the library. But basically, I'm gonna just talk about the first novel right now, because a lot of stuff happens throughout of them. And so it's by Beverly Lewis. I'll write down in the description, you know, everything you need to know and all that fun stuff. I found it by Goodreads, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Goodreads right now. I'm going to tell you some more about Goodreads right now. Goodreads is a online site, and I'll put that in the description below so you'll know. Goodreads is a website. It's called just Goodreads, and you literally put in what books you've read, what books you want to read, what books you don't say anything about the books you haven't read, but if you want to read them, you click want to read, and it basically takes the stars you give a book. Like, let's say I love this book really much, which I'm pretty sure I will, so I give it 5 stars out of 5, and then it gives me recommendations based on that book. So it's a great site for anybody who loves reading or maybe doesn't like reading as much. There's literally a book out there for everybody, even if you hate reading. I swear there is. You just have to find the right one. So you basically go in there and put your stars in, and it gives you recommendations. So it's a really good site, in my opinion, to do that kind of stuff. So basically, that's why you should check out Goodreads, and like I said, I'll put it in the description below if you want to read it or whatever. So The Covenant by Beverly Lewis, and I keep coming back over and over again. The Covenant is basically about these Amish people, and like I said, I've always kind of been interested to read them, and I didn't know which ones were good and which ones weren't so good. Sometimes you can find a book that looks good and it's not all that good to you. Maybe you're just not interested in it, and there are books like that out there for me that I just like pick them up, everybody's raving about it, and I'm like, this isn't all that good. So, you know, anyway. So, The Covenant is about the Amish people, and it's about these daughters, and it's just a specific family. And I'm not really going to try to say too much about it without trying to give it too much away, because I don't want to give it away, and you'd be like, oh, I already read that, and I already know this, so why am I going to pick it up? So basically, it's about this girl, Sadie, Leah, and all the children, all the girls. They have a big old family of girls. It's like 4 girls in a family. And the mom and dad are like part of the church, and of course they're part of the church. And sister, the girl named Sadie, is kind of doing her thing during her little I don't know how to say it. It's like her free time. You kind of can run around and you can be silly and crazy at night. You're at that age where you can. That's basically what she does. It's before you get married and like make a covenant with the church, and you can run around for so many. I don't know how long it is, but anyway, you can run around and I mean not run around, but like you can run around and date people, and basically they let you leave in the night and you can go date or court. I mean, of course it's got to be godly courting. You're not gonna have sex or anything like that, but it's just like you're just gonna court and stuff. So it's kind of hard to explain that without just reading it yourself and like getting a little bit of it. And so, well, anyway, so this girl runs off with this guy, and who is not Amish, and she gets herself into some trouble, and her sister she has to tell her sister because of course, you know, and her sister finds out, and it makes a lot of aggravation for her sister, and it's just a lot for her, you know, to do. And it's at the time, and right now I'm kind of going through some stuff with my sister and my family, and it's nice to have a story out there or a book out there you feel like kind of has some stuff going on too, and you kind of see how they handle it, and it's just nice to have somebody out there that's going through something as well. I mean, you don't want the characters to go through that stuff, and you know it's just a fictional character, but you know, it makes you feel like, wow, I'm not alone. So it's a really good book, I would say, to read. It's the first one's called The Covenant, and she has so many books out there for read, and I'm gonna try to read some. I know I'm going to finish this series, most likely. I don't know about the other series because I haven't really looked into them yet, but I'm definitely going to try to read them. But you know how that is. I'm currently in school right now, so college, so it's kind of interesting to try to read a whole lot. I can't really get book after book after book done. Whenever it gets summer, it's going to be 10 times easier for me to do, so hopefully during the summer I can get some more stuff done. So thank you. This is the end of this first review. It's not going to be very much, this first one, because I don't really want to tell you the story without telling you what happens. And so thanks for watching, and if you want to subscribe to me, and if there are any books you particularly liked and you would like to see a review on, I will definitely look into them. Definitely look into them and read them as much as I can, and get a review out to you guys so that you may have something to represent you on my profile or my YouTube. So I'll also put my Twitter account in the description below, because I do tweet and stuff like that. I don't tweet a lot about videos or anything, but if I do this and this gets a little bit more popular, I will tweet it. And so yeah, so I'll put that in below. And yeah, so if you like this, like it or don't. Like I said, comment below if you have some videos or books you'd like me to look at, and if you would like a series kind of like this one to do with these like TV shows and some of that, hey, we'll talk about it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you back soon. Bye. Hey everybody, if you would like to, click the subscribe button, and if you want to get any new updates on books I'm reading or things I'm doing, click on the Twitter button. Thanks!